Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading about envy. That is the card I pulled from the Dark Goddess Oracle. Alongside that, we have Caring Connections from the Energy Oracle. So it looks to me like you have an ability to win people over. There's something really authentic or beautiful about you that acts as a magnet to other people. And there's someone in your life that is struggling to accept the fact that there is no way to compete with you, right? Not only that, hello there, Miss Joanna. Not only that, it feels to them as though the love you get from others, they can't get that from anyone. So there's just almost like a asking why and being really angry about the situation. But let's read from the book for the Dark Goddess Oracle. The foresight says, there's someone who should be avoided. A crush has gone too far. Time to cut ties and move on. Beware of plagiarism. Stop manipulating another's free will. Your life path is yours to own and walk alone. Protect yourself from jealousy. Try to balance your material and spiritual lives. And then if you want to know the background on the archetype, which is Famnock, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Oh, hello, Redbeard. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Patricia. I hope you all are doing well. So Famnock is archetypal obsessor of Irish origin. Famnock was versed in all things, oh Lord, Tuatha de Danann. She was so jealous of her husband's second wife. You guys, that just happened, right? That she plotted to remove. Is this like sister wives or like you got divorced and then there were, you know what I mean? Like, I just have a question. She was so jealous that she plotted to remove the second wife by using magic, such as transforming Etienne into a butterfly to be blown away. Her attempts failed, and she eventually lost her head as a result. Okay, sorry, you guys, cat hair. So, we've got somebody here who, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm also seeing a little bit of. So, I loved the movie Selena when I was, younger. I mean, I still do, but I watched it a lot. I think it came out in the 90s. Jennifer Lopez played Selena, and I think the woman who murdered Selena was named Yolanda. I get a sense here that we have somebody that is like possessive or obsessed with another person and maybe doesn't fully understand that there is like a romantic connection or a romantic obsession there. Hand bones running around. But I do feel like this is like uncomfortable. The person like simultaneously loves and hates or loves and like wants to keep people away from this person. So for some of you, this is a warning. For others of you, this is about your person in terms of someone being obsessed with your person. So definitely a caution for a few of you out there. This could even be something that is causing no contact or separation between you and your person. For some of you, there is an attempt being made to close things out completely with an ex before they come forward towards somebody that they love. All right, huge intro. Let's go ahead and call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time while you listen to Hambone tear things up. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Hello there, Junior John. How's it going? Hello, Dina. Hello, Karen. Welcome. All right, let's dive in. I think I want to go with the Voyage of the Soul. Kind of need to know a little bit more about the character here, right? What else do we have? Guidance and answers. Wow, that's powerful energy. So, underneath guidance, it says a helping hand, ask and receive, spirit team, friends, and soul family. And under answers, we have clarity, transparency, justification, disclosed, and bear. So, definitely feel like your intuition plays a huge part in this situation, and probably also the intuition of your person. Many of you are still dealing with a little bit of confusion or like a question mark, like, I need to ask this or I need to know this. And I feel like a lot of you, this reading is about getting answers to why there's been a separation, that maybe someone needed to get a restraining order, that maybe someone was doing whatever they could to make sure that their ex didn't find out about their new person. Oh my gosh, that's why I was listening to Kill Bill this morning. All right, all right, all right. It's a creepy song, you guys. Don't kill your ex. That's just lame. Nobody needs to do that. Ay, ay, ay. Chapters. Light after darkness, rise, new life, dawn, and unfold. I love this card. It's such a beautiful fade. I just want to paint it. I'm sorry to hear that, John. I hope it gets better. Like this, light after darkness kind of thing. So let's dig a little deeper, shall we? I want to grab both of these that have like the quotation comments on here, right? The Hidden Truth Oracle and the Untold Messages of the Heart. From this particular deck, we're going to get the thoughts of your person. I don't know if I want to do that though, because like sometimes this is like you have to find which part is yours, right? All right, let's get the thoughts of the person who has somebody obsessed with them. The person who has probably a bit of a crazy ex. What are their thoughts? Trust. I have a hard time trusting anyone. I'm doing just fine on my own. So some of you have a very prominent question on your mind. The answer to that is yes. But I also feel like there is a concern here that extends beyond this person's ability to trust. I feel like there may be some trust issues on the other side of that fence as well. We have stubborn and within a year or more. Gotta love I think that's called an ellipses. Gotta love it. What a weird comment. Oh, Lord. So the within a year or more, for some of you, I would say for the majority of you, this is helping you to identify that the person we're talking about here is somebody that you've had an interaction with in the last year. It says or more, but I feel like that's what it's supposed to be saying. For others of you, this is saying that you will hear from this person within a year. I think the majority of you, it's the first one. All right, so these thoughts I want from the jealous person. What? Y'all. I left when I saw you with someone. Did anyone get uncomfortable? I got just a little bit uncomfortable. Like somebody might be watching their person, their ex. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I do feel like we're dealing with somebody who gets pretty combative. I lost myself for a little while. You were the best thing in my life. Yeah, I get a little bit of a creepy vibe here. I mean, normally when I see that you were the best thing in my life card, I'm like, oh, that's sweet. But this is more like somebody who feels like they can't live without this person in their life. It's definitely harkening back to the song Kill Bill. Uh, so we have some opportunity here to maybe like check out a therapist because I feel like somebody is really putting all their eggs in one basket in terms of my happiness is dependent upon my being with this particular person. Oh, do we have some drama? We need some tarot. Let's go with the tattoo tarot. So it feels like a good time to say the only person that you for sure need in your life to be happy is you. The quickest way to ensure that you have control over your own happiness is to get comfortable with the idea that we can't hold on to people for our entire life, right? There are just some people that we have a small amount of time. And then, yes, I totally agree with you, Miss Joanna. Thank you. We got to be comfortable with that idea of appreciating whatever time we get with people in our lives, and that sometimes we don't get as much as we want. Most times, we don't get as much time as we like with somebody that we love or care about deeply, right? So I do feel like somebody here is going to have to learn a lesson in terms of respecting boundaries. And we may have somebody that ends up moving. Two of Cups in the reverse, a breakup. Three of Swords. We have somebody who is distraught. Somebody who didn't think things would end or didn't want to believe that things would end, felt very confident that there would be another chapter. The Fool in the reverse, Seven of Wands. For me, these two cards, especially because we have the heart like grasping the wand, I feel like we have something here with making irrational decisions or, you know, a little bit of toxic behavior here because you feel justified or because someone feels justified in fighting for a love that is, circling the drain. But I mean, this Fool card is such a great depiction because we have a snake poised and ready to attack while somebody thinks that they're smelling roses, right? There's a perversion in somebody's mind in terms of what their actions actually constitute, whether it's for love or if it's actually obsession and like manipulation. We have a bit of a stalemate. Hanged Man in the reverse. A situation that feels to me kind of like the eye of a tornado. I've been in so many, you guys. I have not. But I have seen Twister. Does that help? So it's like I've been through some uncomfortable arguments. Maybe even things got physical. I don't think for everyone, but I think for a few of you. and then I find some place to hide, or I find a friend's couch to crash on. Things change and it's a lull, and things are not chaotic as they were. But an understanding that things could resurface, right? And I feel like this is somebody realizing a new partner, or the fact that they have fallen in love with somebody else, could bring this jealous person back out into the fold. So there could be an effort here to try to work with others to ensure that, you know, things don't get crazy. A run in is avoided, that kind of thing. Hello there, Jaya Sankar. Hope you're doing well. Hello there, Natalie. Wow, that is chilling. And I have to mention, since Natalie said that, the first thing I thought of when I saw this combination of envy and caring connections was that for some of you, the person who is jealous isn't jealous because they want to be in a relationship, but more so very protective of a child, and like to the detriment, right? Like they ruin relationships because they feel controlling in one way or another. Either you're not good enough for my child, therefore I'm not going to let you date them, or I'm jealous because I want all of my child's attention, that kind of thing. However it resonates for you, but we have the Ten of Pentacles coming out, which can definitely point to a family connection. We have the Four of Swords. I really like seeing the Four of Swords clarifying the Three of Swords, because that's the next step after heartbreak. I mean, it's what you should do after heartbreak. Maybe not always the next step, but we do have like a moving on, a progress, somebody getting into that healing frame of mind. So for some of you, this is confirming that whoever has had a difficult time with a jealous person, you've been able to find some sort of break, solitude, rest. Maybe a family member took you in or helped you make a move. But I do feel like there's somebody good here that wants to make sure whoever's dealing with the jealous person can find a way to be happy. So it feels almost like you have, good cop, bad cop, like family members or exes or whatever it is. Like, yes, there's somebody here who is difficult and very jealous, but there's also goodness in this story. Four of Pentacles in the reverse underneath the Fool. So Four of Pentacles in the reverse can be a sign that we have somebody here that is not scared to lose anything. Like the kind of mindset of, I have nothing to lose, I might as well just do this or that. Like, not going to use names, of course, but I don't want to phrase this. I knew somebody who moved across the country after college and ended up finding out that somebody from, like, that they had briefly dated from their past had found out that they had moved and then also moved, like on their street. And this was like a pretty major town. So, like sometimes people don't really think through how their actions would come across to others. And I feel like this is somebody who isn't doing the self-monitoring or like reading the room. Like there's no attempt to recalibrate when told that, your actions are not okay. This person is only thinking about themselves, the person who's jealous. Four of Cups in the reverse. Curiosity, adventure. think this is about a new love. 8 of Wands. After a period of stagnation, this is like taking a break, right? Like, I'm going to move somewhere, take a minute, recollect, myself or collect myself, and like, then I'm going to get moving. Then I'm going to communicate, perhaps. So for some of you, this 8 of Wands is indicative of somebody needing to get out of a difficult situation and then taking a bit of a breather and then like checking their watch and being like, a lot of time has passed. I hope I can still communicate with this person, right? Thank you, Redbeard. I do like the word lull. I also really like how we call I think it's specifically to the sounds of a cow when they're mooing. Cows were lowing. Lowing? All right, I'm here for it. That's a weird one, but okay. Aw, that's sweet of you, Jaya Sankar. I really like saying your name. It's a fun one to say. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the reverse. Interesting, because this is clarifying the 3 of Pentacles. It's like a group of 3 becoming 2. I'm not seeing this as a loss, like something that is difficult for anyone except but the one who gets excluded, and it's because this person should be excluded. Some of you, this is a mother-in-law that's too involved in a relationship, a father-in-law that's too involved in a relationship, somebody here who feels like they should be able to make decisions. And maybe you're like, that's cool, I'm gonna move. Now what's up? Excuse me. All right, let me grab a little bit of Dr. Pepper. I can't help it, you guys. I gotta get from a few cards from the situation and stuff. Irreconcilable differences, divorce final, toxic behavior, poison. This isn't across the board. Everyone was married and everyone has been divorced, but there is absolutely some sort of, I cut you off, we're done. You treated me like I was an object instead of a human, Something showed up kind of random in my YouTube feed, and it was the Dick Cavett show with Lily Tomlin, and I don't remember the other dude's name because he was really lame. But they were getting interviewed, and the dude makes some comment while Lily Tomlin is sitting next to him about how the most loyal thing he owns was his wife. And Lily Tomlin, bless her soul, she's adorable, amazing, gets up and says, I can't be here. Or, I can't stay for that. Like, no, you own a person? That's offensive to, like, for so many reasons. Like, so I do feel like there was a sense here that someone overstepped their bounds and made some comment or did something that really showed that they didn't have respect for this other person. They just wanted, like, they're obsessed with this person. Divine Feminine and Verge. I did put Divine Feminine as one of the playlists for today's reading. And for me, this is coming across as someone finally being able to communicate their emotions. Keep in mind, Divine Feminine does not have to be exclusive to people who identify as female. This is an energy, right? We all have masculine and feminine energy within us, but there is somebody who feels they have to say something. Oh, really? So this person's going to take a gamble or take a risk in the near future. With projected, we have days, weeks, months. So let's say within the next 3 months, so middle of summer, yeah, there's going to be some sort of either you run into each other at an event or you get asked out on a date, but there's going to be an effort made to have this conversation because this person feels like it should have happened a while ago. All right, let's get 2 more from this deck. Roller coaster and the reverse and gossip. So it seems to me like some of you need to be aware that there will be some petty chatter going around. Look at that, jealousy and envy at the bottom. Shocking. Hello there, Mountain Girl. How are you doing? I'm glad you're doing well. Yes, you're so right, Band Again. How are you doing? Oh, lots of snow. I hope that melts for you. It's gonna get like to 83, I think, today. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I like wearing boots all the time. But we've got somebody here who is going through a really difficult time. This is the jealous person. So they're gonna be talking some shit. But you know, it do be like that sometimes. All right, let's get back to the tarot, shall we? We'll go with the Metamuse. Joanna, you see this? The first one. Tree of Life. The Tree of Life is an indicator, like this is the card you want to come out because this indicates somebody has ascended, somebody is working on the major tenets of, spiritual journey. I'm really drawn to the knowledge and wisdom circles on this card. So it feels to me like somebody has had a change in their perspective. It's like a light switch flipped, and now they see they've been enabling somebody or they've been allowing someone to treat them as a doormat or tell them how to live their life. And there's an understanding now that this is my life. I'm going to live it the way that I want to. And I'm not going to be intimidated by other people into doing something that I don't want to do. So we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Somebody coming back around after they've walked away. After they've ended a relationship. The Hierophant in the reverse can also speak of somebody that is doing something a little bit unconventionally or doing something unexpected, right? So this is like that scene in the rom-com movie where everyone's like, oh my God, you're gonna do it. Yay. We didn't know if you had it in you. Like somebody is taking responsibility, not letting anybody else make decisions for them. But there is some kind of storm, right? Princess of Cups in the reverse. This is like the Page of Cups in the reverse. And often indicates somebody who's a little bit immature. Sometimes I say it more nicely than that and call it naive, but this is somebody who throws a temper tantrum when they know better, right? Like, I want the attention or I want the outcome that I want, but I don't care if people think I'm acting like a 3-year-old. Thank you, Natalie. That's totally who it was. Karen, I totally support that. She said, let them talk. Yes, say whatever you want. I don't care. I feel like I already shared this, but perhaps you didn't see that reading. I'm going to share it again. There was some quote I saw on Instagram where somebody said, I mean, I totally get why you have to talk about me. Because when you talk about yourself, nobody listens, which is kind of a petty way to be like, but kind of rings true, right? A lot of the people that I know that talk a lot of gossip, it's because y'all ain't got shit going on for yourselves. So, you know, yes, exactly. Four of Wands in the reverse. If you don't have a strong foundation in your own life, if you don't have the ability to pursue the things that you are meant to pursue in this life, it gets a lot easier for you to condone others or whine about others, get overly invested in other people's lives. It's because you don't want to be focused on bringing about the balance and the serenity in your own life because that's work and I don't want to work. I would rather talk shit about other people. Okay. How's that going for you? Because this is how you lose people, right? When you don't want to do the right things. The only card in the reverse here that I really like is like the Hierophant in the reverse. Eight of Cups in the reverse, that can be a good one too. But like the Hierophant in the reverse is like, no, I'm going to do things a little bit different. But hear me out. There's a justification for it, right? Like there's a different reason that I'm listening to right now. Somebody has grown up and seen things to be a little bit different than what they previously thought because somebody was manipulative in a family situation or in a relationship. And the other person is like, wait, but why are you leaving? Because you're toxic, you know? Ooh, I like this. So, this person who has felt like they were stagnant, they were stuck because they were dealing with somebody that was all up in their business, they find help. There's some act of grace or some random blessing that enables this person to make a change. You know, it's like honestly, it makes me think of my moving to Tennessee. It was like a village effort, you know, like thank God for the people who helped me and made it possible because that is a big thing to do as one person with then two cats. Rest in peace, Stewie. I love you. Um, this person is finding some sort of assistance after being a little bit stressed out on how they were going to figure out this situation. And then with this little kernel of assistance, they're able to finally move forward. What I don't always look at on this card is that there is a lion with wings at the top here. And it tells me that we have somebody here that is being guided, right? Being helped on their way to be successful. This is the Knight of Wands, which isn't always the best card, but in this situation, it's indicating that we have somebody who's ready to take action after they had, you know, kind of been a little bit too stressed to figure it out. So, King of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. I don't know why they chose to put the King of Swords with like some mini elephant ears. I think that's what that is. I don't really know. But it makes me smile every time. And I feel like this is kind of giving me this amused feeling because somebody is finally breathing that fresh air after being stuck in the basement, you know, like it's a taste of freedom. This person feels like they've been able to use their intellect and a sense of hope or faith to change their situation. And that for many of you is becoming single after a difficult relationship or finding a way to truly be independent